Taylor Swift commanded attention on Saturday as she performed on stage at San Siro Stadium in Milan during the latest leg of her Eras tour. The blank space hitmaker, 34, kicked off the European leg of her Eras tour on May 9 in Paris before heading to Milan this weekend. And she certainly showed her love for the Italian city as she put on the performance of a lifetime while rocking several glamorous looks. Sporting her signature bodysuit for her first look, Taylor looked nothing short of sensational as she teamed the ensemble with a pair of white sparkly cowboy boots. While in her second look, she cut a more casual fit as she wore a plain white t-shirt which read the words, "I bet you think about me." The beauty was also spotted having a sweet moment with a fan as she embraced her for a hug. Later in the show, Taylor slipped into a silver sparkly blazer which she teamed with a pair of skin-colored fishnet tights. The singer, who made sure all eyes were on her, accentuated her beauty with a flawless palette of makeup. She then slipped into a stunning lilac gown which boasted a long train before slipping into her iconic one-leg jumpsuit. One of her last looks of the night was her Tortured Poets dress which she unveiled during the Tortured Poets Department set. The stunning white gown, which is reminiscent of the I Love You, It's Ruining My Life gown that she wore for 31 European shows, featured the words "Who's afraid of little old me? You should be." It comes after Taylor delighted Zurich with a mashup of her Joe Jonas breakup track Last Kiss during her Tuesday evening concert. The songstress performed a mix of Last Kiss with Sad Beautiful Tragic during her concert in Switzerland. Taylor wrote the song following her months-long romance with the Jonas Brothers musician. In a video posted online of the performance, Taylor, who is now dating Travis Kelce, sits at the piano as she belts out the mashup with feeling. Taylor Swift performing a mashup of Last Kiss and Sad Beautiful Tragic. This is so heartbreaking. BRB crying, one fan tweeted in response to the video. Taylor Swift's vocals on Last Kiss and Sad Beautiful Tragic are still giving me chills after all these years, another wrote. Whoa, that was insane. Taylor just blew the roof off with that Last Kiss, Sad Beautiful Tragic mashup. Her vocals are so powerful and emotive, it gives me chills every time, another tweeted. Taylor and Joe were just teenagers when they dated from July to October 2008. She went on to pen several breakup songs thought to be about him, including Forever and Always, Mr. Perfectly Fine, Better Than Revenge and Last Kiss. They have long since made amends, however. Obviously, both have moved on since their teenage romance. Taylor is now dating football player Travis Kelce while Joe went on to marry Sophie Turner in 2019. However, Joe and Sophie have now split up. They filed for divorce from one another last year. The meme songstress has since formed a close friendship with Sophie after the Game of Thrones actress broke up with Joe. Shortly after breaking up with Joe in 2008, Taylor opened up on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and revealed that Joe had broken up with her over a 25-second phone call. "Someday, I am gonna find somebody really, really, really great, who's right for me," the singer stated. "When I find that person that is right for me, hell be wonderful, and when I look at that person, I am not even gonna be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18, she added. Taylor later called it the most rebellious thing she's ever done. According to People, Joe later spoke about the phone call that Swift had mentioned on his MySpace page. For those who have expressed concern over the 27-second phone call, I called to discuss feelings with the other person. Those feelings were obviously not well received. I did not end the conversation. Someone else did. Phone calls can only last as long as the person on the other end of the line is willing to talk, he had written at the time. Taylor is currently on the European leg of her Eras Tour, and the 152-date tour has smashed records, surpassing the $1 billion mark, becoming the highest grossing of all time before it was even halfway finished. Taylor Swift. The Eras Tour was crowned the highest-grossing concert film of all time when it hit theaters back in October. It also broke a Disney Plus record for the most streamed music film after just 3 days, tallying up a collective 16.2 million hours in its opening weekend in March.